again. It's a rich thing.
Welcome back to another video, guys. So I'm going to do something with these nail reserve gels today. I got these sent over a couple of weeks ago. I did a swatch video on them. That's the colours. Look at them colours. Aren't they beautiful? So I've pulled out Fashionista Forever and Pixie Dust. I'm going to need them. Blue, fun in a bottle. I'm going to need a little bit of the yellow, bronze me baby. I'm not using the neon pink. It was a little bit too bright for this design. And I'm using this one. Can't remember what that one was called. Didn't show you. So I'm going to start with this second tip, yeah. With Fashionista Forever, I'm going to do a bit of an ombre. So this is going to be like a beach and the sea. So this is, I'm starting out with the sky. So I'm doing the purple and the pink. I should have started with the sand and the water first, but I didn't. I did it the hard way. So this is going to be a 3-colour ombre with these 3 colours. So, yeah, I've just done a row of 3 colours and I'm going to use my ombre brush. And I always like to start with the sides. I blend the sides just slightly. And then I'll use my ombre brush and just keep swiping left to right, and move your brush up and down slightly. And take as long as it needs. Sometimes it happens quite quick and sometimes you can be faffing forever. Just depends on the mood the gel polish is in. So yeah, just keep blending side to side. Don't worry about your first coat. It always looks a little bit patchy, your first coat. When you do your second coat, it'll look so much better. So yeah, don't faff too much on this first coat. I am going to do 2 coats, but I'll do the second coat off camera. Exactly the same as what I've just done. So because I needed a straight line across the bottom, I've just used a clean up brush with a bit of alcohol just to get that straight line. So this is going to be my sea. This is where like the sea meets the sky. So I needed it to be a completely straight horizon. And whilst that blue gel paint is wet, I'm just using a tiny bit of white. You know where the water meets the sand, how it gets a bit white? You know what I mean. And then I've pulled out a brown to do the sand. And again, I'm just going to put a few little swooshes of white through it, just to give it a bit of texture so it's not so brown. Yeah, it just gives it a bit of texture and depth, doesn't it? And that's gone in the lamp for 30 seconds. Cute, I like it already. So now we're going to use the yellow. This is the fun part. I'm going to do a sun in the shape of a Mickey head. Yeah, that yellow was actually a little bit bright. I have added a little bit of white to it. So I've just done a circle, just a completely normal sun. But then we're going to use a dotting tool and add some Mickey ears to it. Oh my gosh, how cute is that? I'm going to stick that in the lamp for 30 seconds. This set was, the inspo for this set came from, she's called Beautiful in Light, Stockholm. I'll leave her Instagram link below. She is Disney obsessed. She does the most amazing Mickey Disney nails. Go over, click on her link and go over and have a look at some of her sets, guys. They are amazing. Right, so I've added another bit of white into that yellow to make it even lighter. And this is to do the reflection in the water. I'm using an eyeshadow applicator and I'm just going to build that colour up. I do faff for ages to get it right. I'm just using a brush now. You want this reflection where the sun starts to be the same width as the sun, but you want the reflection to kind of spread out as it goes across the sea. So I'm just using my brush just to kind of spread that sun out. That's been cured in the lamp and I'm just adding a tiny little bit more, just blending it out at the sides so it's not so sharp. How cute is that, guys? I love it. Right, so now I'm using a generous layer of top coat. I need this nail really smooth now for this next part. This is the teeniest, weeniest nail art I've ever done in my life. I had to cut bristles off this brush. There's literally 2 or 3 hairs on this brush. Right, so I'm using black gel paint. I've just done a little bench and we're going to have Mickey and Minnie cuddling on this bench. So that tiny little yellow blob is going to be Mickey's feet. Teeny tiny little feet. And this little pink one is going to be Minnie's feet. Look at the size of them. Little dot things. So now I'm doing Mickey's bum. Yeah, this is going to be Mickey's bum. Again, it's just a little, like a little kind of rectangle. Teeny tiny little rectangle. That's it, just that. And now with Minnie's body, her body's going to be a bit longer because she's wearing a dress. Mickey's wearing red shorts that obviously just come to his waist. She's wearing a dress that comes right up to her neck. So her body needed to be a little bit higher, a little bit longer than Mickey's body. But still, it's just a teeny weeny little oval shape, isn't it? And I'm flash curing all these colours in the lamp for 30 seconds before I go on to the next colour. So now I'm going to do Mickey's body. So again, it's just like a little rectangle. My hands were so shaky because it was so tiny. So yeah, kind of like a little circular, rectangular shape kind of thing. And then we want Mickey with his arm around Minnie. So this is just going to be Mickey's arm. Teeny tiny little stick, little line. That's Mickey's arm cuddling Minnie. Aww. These would have been nice for Valentine's Day actually, wouldn't they? So now we're going to do their heads. So I'm just using a dotting tool to do the head. And then I'm going to use a small, tiny dotting tool just to add his ears, like that. And I'm going to do exactly the same with Minnie. I'm going to do exactly the same with Minnie. Look at that. So yeah, just a dotting tool. Use a bigger dotting tool to do the head. And then just a teeny tiny dotting tool to do the ears. And then that's gone in the lamp again for 30 seconds. Just a half a cure. And I'll give it a full cure when I've finished. Look at that. Oh, right, so now I'm just going to add a little pink bow in Minnie's hair, Minnie's head. Do they even have hair? I don't know. But yeah, she's got a little pink bow. And then Mickey Mouse, he's got white hands, like white hands, yeah. So little teeny dots, look at them. I'm sorry about my squeaky voice. I just think these are so adorable and because they're so teeny tiny. And now, using literally one hair on my brush, I'm just gonna, because their feet were like looking like little blobs, just separating the feet so you can see they've got 2 feet each. Oh, how cute is that? Right guys, I've done that other nail the same because the video's really long and yeah, you saw me doing it with the Mickey. It's exactly the same, just without the sun and Mickey. And I'm just going to put a little couple of birdies in the sky. Yeah, I wanted these nails to be matte, but I wanted the birds and this palm tree to be glossy. So I'm using Madame Glam's gel paints because they cure glossy with no tacky layer. So this palm tree, quite easy. Just a little flick, smallest flicks at the bottom, and then just flick them out a little bit bigger as they go up. Guys, I hate explaining things. And then we're just going to do teeny tiny little, just pull teeny tiny little flicky bits off them branches. And again, that'll just give it more texture and look more like a palm tree. Yeah, just use the tiniest brush that you've got and just pull little flicky bits off them branches. It's quite easy really, it is. And then I'm going to do a couple of birds in that sky as well. And that's had a full 60 seconds cure. So that's them nails more or less finished now. So these last two are both going to be the same colour. They're both going to have a coat of pixie dust. So yeah, just a nice thin even coat. And I'm going to stick them in the lamp for 30 seconds. I'll give them a second coat off camera. And I've pulled out from A&A Glitter. This is called Grape Jelly Mix. It has got a purple, bluey purple colour to it, but it is transparent and iridescent. Guys, look, wait and see what happened in a minute. So I've just put a base coat on this nail. I've left it wet. I went to pull the lid off my brush. Look, padumph, all the jemmies fell out my brush. It fell apart. So I had to clean all that up. So I just wanted a little scatter. I didn't want to completely cover the nail. I just wanted a scatter. And I decided I didn't like the big hexes, so can you see, look, I'm taking them off. I just wanted the small bits. So yeah, I'm just going to spread that out to make sure there's no big gaps. And I'm going to stick that in the lamp for 30 seconds. Beautiful glitter that, isn't it? I really like it. And then now that's come out the lamp, I'm just giving it a generous layer of top coat just to get the nail nice and smooth, because yeah, I wanted these to be matte. So lastly, I've put some colours on my palette, and I'm using a skinny brush, and I'm starting with like a little blob on the end of my brush, and then just pulling that blob into a little flick. So look, a little blob, and then just pulling it over to the right in a little flick like that. And I'm just going to alternate these colours all the way down. I didn't quite put enough on that pink one, so I think I added a little bit more to that blob look, and then just pull it right over the nail into a little flick. So I'm going to carry that on all the way down. I will skip a few. So I've stuck that one in the lamp for 60 seconds, guys, just because the gel's been put on a little bit thicker. I've given it a double cure. So let's get these nails finished. So I've just put gem glue on where I'm going to want my gems to go. Just do it little bit at a time, guys. Little bit, cure it, little bit, cure it. Yeah, because if you try and do big gem placements like this all in one go, it ends up taking ages because they slip and slide. And especially because I was using a lot of little teeny tiny caviar beads on this. Yeah, I just kept doing a little bit, curing it, a little bit, curing it. I do add a hell of a lot of caviar beads to this, guys, but I'll skip most of that. I'll just show you my gemmy bits, and I'll be back at the end. Guys, how adorable are they? Look at little Mickey and Minnie cuddling. Stop it with the squeaky voice, will you? I'm so sorry, I must be so annoying. I know if I was watching me, I'd be like, oh, shut up. Or I'd be turning it off. So sorry. I really, really like them though. I think they're so cute. Anyway, guys, that is it for today. I totally forgot to mention as well, I've got a huge 50% discount code for Nail Reserve. I'll leave a link in my description box and discount code. Go and check them out. Fantastic gels. They are nice, let me tell you. But yeah, that's it, guys. Please remember to give the video a thumbs up. This set took me hours. Subscribe to my channel if you're not already. And hopefully I'll see you in my next one. Take care. Bye.